3.2, finding part. Okay, as an example here in the case in point, as a real estate agent, Tom Dugley is paid commission when he produces income as a result of a sale. So in essence, Tom Dugley is going to get a percentage of what he sells. Well, you know what's kind of amazing is when you're given that situation, all of a sudden, most of you are going to become mathematicians and you're going to figure this out really fast. In a math class, it takes a while, so we are in a math class, so let's see if we can figure this out. All right, so the basic formula that we're talking when we're talking about parts, if we want to figure out what a part is or what the part is equal to, we'll take the rate, whatever the rate is, and we multiply it by the base. Rate times base equals the part. All right, so let's figure out Tom Dugley's issue here. Let's say apparently he's making 6% commission off of real estate. So let's take a look. We know that the formula, the base formula is P equals R times B, base. I guess I could capitalize this. I'll do that right now. So all we have to do is figure out, well, what are we trying to solve for? The easy one to solve for is the part. Well, that's what we're dealing with. With Tom Dugley, it told us that he's getting us, the rate was a 6%. Oops. 6%. Now we're going to try to solve for the part. The question is how much commission he's going to get. So P equals 6%, and then it's going to be multiplied by the base. The base, let's take a look. Okay, so it appears that the price was $210,000. So he sold a home for $210,000 and he's going to get a 6% commission. Oh, let's see what a mathematician you become when this kind of a situation occurs. Okay, so we know that we have 210,000 and we're going to multiply that by 6%. Now, what is 6%? If we're going to solve this using decimals. Unless, of course, you've got a calculator, but remember, you're not supposed to use calculators. No, no, no. Not in the first 3 chapters. So 6% convert, we're going to slide the decimal point to the left, 0.06. All right, and then we're going to solve. Now, I think this was chapter 1 that you were doing this. For the sake of simplicity, I'm going to go ahead and use calculators here. So 210,000 multiplied by 0.06 is going to give us 12,600. So in other words, P, 12,600, is equal to 6% of $210,000. There it is. Okay, there's several problems to solve. I'm sure you'll do just fine on that. Example number 2, the bar graph shows the unemployment rate by age. Use the data provided to estimate the number of unemployed teenagers out of a total of 32,000 working age teenagers in one city. Now, there's no way we're going to know exactly how much people in any one city, especially if all we have is like a national unemployment rate. If we have a national unemployment rate, there's no way, but we can come up with our best guess or an estimate based upon what we know to be the national or even a state unemployment rate or even a county unemployment. Maybe this is the county unemployment rate and we're looking specifically at within a city of some sort. So looks like 32,000 unemployed teenagers, or what we're really looking for is the number of teenagers that are unemployed out of 32,000. So let's take a look. Unemployment rate here is showing 16 to 19. I bet you that represents teenagers. By golly, you are right. So 20 to 24 is really not relevant. 25 or over is not relevant. When it comes to teenagers, and we have 32,000. So if we go back to our formula, this is our formula. This is for our next problem. Our next problem, we don't know what the part is. We're trying to figure out, well, how many teenagers are unemployed. The rate, we're going to use this rate for 16 to 19. That's 14.7%. So that's 0.7%. And then we're going to take that and multiply it by the base. The base is going to be the 32,000. How many out of 32,000 are unemployed? 14.7%. So if we're trying to come up with an estimate, then P must be equal to 14.7%. You're going to do this manually, right? 14.7 times 32,000, and we're talking 4,704 individuals or teenagers. So that's going to be our best guess. That is an estimate because there's no way we can be as precise as what we want. But if we're trying to look for just an estimate, this is a pretty good estimate. Okay, words and phrases associated with base and part. When we talk about sales, usually we're talking about, well, how much is my sales tax? That's the part. The base is sales, the part is sales tax. How much sales tax do you have to pay based on sales? Investments, rate on investments. Savings, what's my interest? Retail price, what's the discount? Last year's figure, increase or decrease. Old salary, what's the raise? And earnings and expenditures. So if we take the first one here, sales and sales tax, the sales tax formula is going to be pretty evident here. The rate is going to be the sales tax rate and the base is going to be the sales. Once we get the base, we multiply by the sales tax rate. That's going to result in the sales tax. So Becky Smith finally saved enough to buy the guitar she had dreamed about. Her goal was to start a band with her two sisters as backup and a friend as a drummer. The list price on the guitar was $1,199. That is the price. The sales tax was 8.5%. Find the sales tax and the total cost. All right, so let's go ahead and continue on with this. The part is going to be the actual sales tax amount. Let's get some space here. So we want to know what the part, what is the sales tax amount we're going to be paying? The rate is going to be the sales tax rate, which is 8.5%. Okay, 8.5%. And we're going to multiply that by the base. The base is the actual sales price, 1199.99. So the amount of sales tax, which is the part, is going to be equal to 8.5% multiplied by 1199.99, which is going to be rounded $102. Now the question was not only find the sales tax and the total cost. So the total cost means we're going to have to take the price or the retail and we're going to add to that the sales tax, and then that's going to be equal to total cost. Well, let's plug in those numbers too. The retail amount was 1199.99. The part or the sales tax is 102, which means that's going to be the total cost. The total cost is going to be $1,302. 1301.99. See, this is rounded to the nearest. So if we're going to be rounding it to the nearest cent, we're going to take the retail price of $1199.99. We're going to add the sales tax of 102, and that's going to give us a total of 1301.99. 1301.99. Example number 4, identify the whole and the rate in the following, then find the part. A refrigerator with an original price of $949 was marked down 10%. So we're going to use the same formula. The rate, well, it's 10%, so let's just go with that. The original price really becomes the base, and we're trying to figure out the markdown. The original price was $949. So what does the part equal? So the part is equal to 10% multiplied by 949, 94.9. That was the discount. Sure, you can figure out B and C. So you are good to go.